I am the Wolf, and welcome back to my Twitch channel. And today I'm going to be doing a little character creation, but before I get into that, I do want to say yesterday's Twitch, I didn't know how to save it to the actual Twitch site, but thankfully I had it saved to my computer. So it's actually just on my YouTube channel. I put it through a quick little editor to give it like an intro and an outro. So you can see yesterday's Twitch at YouTube, on YouTube at Eric Wolf Productions. It should be the newest video. And after I realized I made that mistake, I figured out how to save it to actual Twitch. So it'll be there, and then I think I'll also upload it to YouTube, just to give me something to do. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over to D&D Beyond and go ahead and start creating a character. I'm going to do standard just because I've been making characters for 8 years and I know how to do it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the name. I'll just do normal. I don't need to get all fancy. Me personally, I am a fan of like real dice, having them out, except they're all buried. There we go. Hopefully that can be seen. I don't know if you guys can see that. I like rolling actual dice, but for the sake of the video, I'll put it on the dice rolling. That way nobody could say, oh, well, you didn't, you made up your dice rolls. Well, now we'll know that the app is, or not the app, but the website is doing it for me. Milestone, that's fine. I don't know if I'll ever use this character. Manual hit points, because I like adding my own hit points. Use encumbrance, ignore coin weight as you should. This right here, the only way to do this is to have scores on top. I'm sorry, but if you have the modifiers on top, you're doing it wrong. Scores on top, little numbers, your little pluses in the small little area. Alright, let's go ahead. So I've been thinking about this character, what I want to do, and actually what came to my mind was to do an ASMR or ASMR. I don't know, I always say ASMR. I don't know if that's right. Paladin. I landed on Paladin because it's, that felt good. It's one of the characters I don't play. It's one of the classes I don't play very much. And actually now I have kind of a reason to. Not that I didn't have a reason to before, but now I have more of an incentive. For Christmas, I got these D&D spell cards, and they're specifically for the Paladin. So I figure, why not? And I figure if you're going to play a Paladin, you might as well play an ASMR, because I like things that synergize, and I like to be, just the healer of healers, destroyer of evil, right? I'm going to go with Scourge ASMR because the character concept I have in mind is hunting down evil all the time, and in fact, their catchphrase or tagline or whatever is going to be, they will be purified if I ever get to use this character. Yeah, so he or she, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Their catchphrase would be, the king is telling them, go to this cave and clear out these goblins. And then my paladin would be like, they will be purified. Or they will be purified. So Scourge ASMR for that, specifically right here to destroy evil. That's the best. So yes, as I discussed, I'll be Paladin. Now, I will be doing the best Paladin. Oh, let me change that. It doesn't have 12 hit points yet. Going to do the best Paladin if I play this, and that is the Oath of Vengeance Paladin. One, it fits the theme of the character, and two, I like being able to give myself advantage on any one attack roll that I so choose, and it gives me better chances of critting, and then dumping all my smites into that crit to make sure whatever evil force is dead. I love it. I'll come back to the ability scores in a second. I'm going to choose a background, but I don't know. Actually, I hadn't given this part too much thought. Truth be told, I was watching Sword Art Online. Some of you may care for that show, some of you may not, but I do. I enjoy it. I think it's alright. It's not the best anime I've ever seen. It's not even the best show I've ever seen, but it is engaging, and I come back and watch it. And I just watched season 3 and 4, and towards the end of season 3, you get a little more information on these things that they call, something night. Integrity Night. There we go. And Integrity Knights, what they're told is that they are like knights sent down from heaven to, protect the human realm and influence their law of the land called the Taboo Index. So I was thinking, well, that would be cool. You're an ASMR, born on Earth, although technically, or I don't know if it's Earth, whatever. Born in the world, and you're kind of sent from heaven. I was thinking that. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe my Twitch has answers. Oh, good. Well, so I have one viewer. But they haven't said anything. Do let me know if you have an idea for the background, because usually what I like to do when creating characters is I choose the background first, and then I pick the skills, because usually the background will already have skills. Maybe I should do Knight, because that kind of fits the Integrity Knight part of it, or maybe just Soldier. I know for Knights I don't really like the Retainer feature. I've played a character or two that has a Knight background, and I've just ignored the Retainer aspect, just because I did not like it. I guess for now we'll go Knight. Or is it Noble that gets the Retainer? I don't remember. Either way, if I play a character that gets a Retainer, I just ignore it. Gaming set. Usually I default to playing card set because I don't know how to play chess, so there's no reason for me to have this. I don't know what this is. A dice set just feels too real when I'm already playing with dice, so I go for a playing card set. And so this is the main reason I choose my background first. It's because of the skill proficiencies. And then I go back over here and I get to choose them. So I don't know if they were going to overlap, but I just avoid that whole problem. If they overlap, then it's fine because I pick ones that aren't. Where'd they go? These two. So it just makes it easier for me. I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense. I ramble. Proficiencies, athletics, gotta be a strong person. Oh, what's a good second paladin skill? Really should have given myself something with perception. I learned the value of having perception when I played in a game with a rogue Yes, because rogues get expertise. That had like a 20 wisdom. So their passive was already like 15. And then they had expertise in it. So it was like just massive. It's just like walking, and it's like someone's hiding from you, and the rogue's like, see him right there, got it. Or anytime perception check came along, aced it, obviously. Um, so if you can, give yourself perception because it is a great tool. And in my experience, aside from attack rolls, perception checks are who's calling me? Oh, hi. Uno momento. Yes. So a second paladin skill. I don't like paladins that intimidate. That doesn't feel right. But in this case, with a hunter of evil, a dark knight, when you become the Oath of Vengeance, it just makes sense. So I guess we'll go intimidation. From there, let's go ahead and go to the ability scores. We'll do manual / rolled. And so now down here is a group, or this is where you get to the point where you can't tell me that I fudged my die rolls because it's right here. So let's go ahead and roll first. Alright, a 9, that already sucks. A 10, oh, I wish I would have fudged these. A 13, alright. A 13, wow, this is awful. This character would die so fast. Another 13. Okay. Last one. So that's another 13. Oh! This is the worst. This is the worst I've ever done. Oh my god. I'm tempted to do another group and just try it to see what I come up with. Now I know that there are very huge math nerds that would love to tell me the odds on that. Because, I always hear the odds about like, oh, the D20, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, tell me the odds on that, okay? Tell me the odds for this, because that is ridiculous. I think I'm going to do another group, but I'm going to keep all of these 13s and then just change these two, because I can't even multi-class with these two. They're lame. Alright, add a second group. Okay, well, it's a 10. I swear, if that's another 13... It's not possible. I don't understand. Okay. Now, if this one gets it, I'm going to finish all of these. And if I get another 13, just going to make all the stats 13, plus whatever the racial bonus is. Okay, that's a 10. And that's 8. Okay. Now I just feel like making... Nope, there's a 13 again! Where are you, math nerds? Tell me that. And another... I don't even know. It's meant to be. They're all going to be 13 now. That's just how it is. Strength, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma. Apply, apply, I don't know. Is there Twitch chat? Nope, Twitch chat's not going crazy. Oh well. How? I don't know. Uh, yeah, we have all 13s. I'm just curious. I want to roll another set, but I don't think it will let me. That's fine. We're just gonna go. Equipment, because I don't like giving myself gold and then having to buy the equipment because I'm lazy. I don't want to flip through everything. This character, sword and shield. I don't play too many swords and shields. Um, when I first started playing Dungeons and Dragons, well, that's not true. When I started playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, I played half elven rangers all the time. And in fact, with my core group, it became kind of like a running joke, like, oh, we're starting a new campaign, and Eric is playing a half-elf ranger. And I was like, I can do other things. Just ignore my binder of 45 half-elven rangers. Excuse me. But it is what it is. And then from Ranger, played around. No, I didn't. Just kidding. I went Ranger to Monk. And I like doing monks just because I did martial arts for a long time. So, I mean, why not play a monk? It's pretty fun. I think if I can go back to Sword Art Online, and I got trapped in that game, I would try to make myself a monk if that was possible. Because I remember correctly, they had like hundreds of skills, just no magic. And yeah, a lot of people chose to use weapons. But I feel like with like the thousands of players, somebody somewhere had to be unarmed. That could be me. I would do it. I don't know. So choose the weapon. Oh yeah, so basically I just go back between Ranger and Monk. I have done other things. I have played a rogue. I've played a rogue a few times. Warlocks. I got into warlocks for a while. They were pretty fun. And I think I tried playing a wizard. Did not care for it. Made a few sorcerers. Played some barbarians. By the way, a barbarian and a monk multi-class, very, very strong. Also, a barbarian and rogue multi-class, also super strong. Play with that how you will. Now, you know what? I have like crappy stats. I don't know how well I'll do in close combat. Actually, yeah, no, I need the shield for the AC. But I'm going to give myself some reach. I'll use a glaive. I'll figure out how to use that in combat later. Definitely want range to keep things away from me because I am not built tough at all. So 5 javelins. Explorer's pack. Let's see, a holy symbol. Say an amulet. No chat yet. Okay. So an amulet. That's cool. Add starting equipment. So there we go. That's 85 pounds. I wonder if I'm like close to being encumbered because of my. Actually, no, I'm not. There's no way. So if you didn't know, sorry, I'm getting my phone for a calculator because I don't do math off the top of my head. If you don't know, your carrying capacity is 15 times your number. So in this case, it's 13, which is 195. And then the way I like to think about it is your bench press is double that. So it's 30 times whatever number. In my case, it's 13, so that's 390 pounds. So I'm still actually very close to human strength. It is what it is. That's everything except a name. Azamar or Azamar, however you say it, they do follow typical human naming conventions. And right here I happen to have my handy dandy Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and in the back has a name, or has several names. So let's go into the human names. See, this is, do I have anybody in the chat yet? No? Okay. Sadness. I don't know. Let's pick what would be fun. Maybe Celtic? I think Celtic, or maybe Norse. I'm feeling Norse or Celtic. I think maybe Greek. Ooh, okay. Celtic, Greek, or Norse. I feel they would all like encompass like what I'm going for. So we're gonna roll a die to figure it out. Hopefully I get a D6. That feels like a D6. Okay, there's a D6. So 1 to 2 will be Celtic. 3 to 4 will be Greek. 5 to 6, what did I say? Norse. Greek. No. Holy crap. My mind sucks. Celtic, Greek, Norse. 1 to 2, Celtic. 3 to 4, Greek. 5 to 6, Norse. That's official. That's what we're going with. It's 5. I probably won't come across the screen, but I rolled a 5. So we're going Norse. Wow, I opened right there. Now, if you've never seen this, it gives a list like this. And then here's my Norse category. Has 100 names. Well, not really. You roll a D100 and you can come up with names, or you can just pick one. I just pick the name that I can say. I realize this part's not super entertaining, but I'm also just trying to figure out how to pronounce a name or several. So there's a name in here, Sigurd. Sounds like a cool name, and it's also from Sword Art Online, but if I remember correctly, the character name Sigurd is pretty lame, so let's not do that one. I know there's a lot of SAO talk in a D&D thing, but welcome to my life. Colborn, I think, or Colborn. I don't know Norse naming conventions, but it is spelled, oh crap, Colborn, right? Yeah. If I pronounce that right, woohoo. If I didn't pronounce that right, I apologize. Somebody please let me know. But I think that will be the name that we'll go with. I don't have a character image quite yet. You know what? I've got time. Why don't we go ahead and hop over to Hero Forge and make a quick little mini for him so that, or her, oh yeah, wait, I am forgetting parts of it and my phone lit up. Someone calling me an idiot. Let's see. Nope, just my friend saying very nice. I sent him a link, or not a link, I sent him an invite, a picture I put on my Instagram. I sent it to him, and he just said very nice. So I don't know if that means he's coming or not. So before I hop over to make the mini, there's a few things got to do. Character details, alignment, lawful neutral, because it's the best alignment. Fade, temp.
No!
Whoops! I accidentally ended my live. I forgot. So I added a hotkey onto the software I'm using so that I can easily start and stop the video. And I made it my spacebar, and I figured that would be like good enough. Except I'm used to when I type, I hit the spacebar, so I didn't even realize I ended this live. And I lost the viewer that I had. Oh well, let's just keep going. Like I said, this will go on to YouTube. And yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that part in. So what I was doing is I was rolling for my personality traits, my ideals, bonds, and I was just getting to my flaw. So just to go over, I used dice to roll this. I used a D8, and then I've been using a D6. So for my first two personality traits, I said, my favor once lost is lost forever. If you do me an injury, I will crush you, ruin your name, and salt your fields. For my ideals, I ended up with power. If I can attain more power, no one can tell me what to do. And then my bond is the common folk must see me as a hero of the people. I rolled for all of those. Some of them I re-rolled because they just didn't fit the theme of the character. And right as I realized that my stream had ended, I had rolled for my flaws number 4. I have an insatiable desire for carnal pleasures. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get to play this character, but it would be one super very interesting character. Let's see, there was a few other... Aha, I was right, they do have retainers. Yeah, I don't like that feature. Don't ever use it. Physical description. Well, we'll figure that stuff out in a minute. I can say that this angelic being is 6 foot, about 200, maybe. Age 25. Why not? Gender. Roll for it. You don't know. Roll for it. I don't mind playing female characters as a male, and I don't mind playing male characters as a male. It is what it is. Okay. D4. Odds. Yeah, odds male, even female. It's a 1. So, male characters. So now let's go ahead and hop over to, or I'll choose a language. Who cares? The languages really aren't ever that important. Not to say that they aren't fun, but they're just never important. Elvish. Okay, at least in my experience, I've never played a game where being, like, having a language came in handy, because usually somebody can figure it out. It is what it is. So, now let's go to Hero Forge. I think I might still be up there. Still might be the mini of myself we created yesterday. Oh no, that's right. That's fine. We can do new character, don't save. Sorry. Rename, we went with Coldborn. I hope, if I said that right. So we'll just use the human male. Body measurements. 6 foot. Muscular. Yeah. Let's do the clothing because this is I'm trying to do a fast process because I am actually pretty hungry now. It's like this is usually my dinner time, so I am hungry. But anyways, here we have like the starting chainmail that paladins get. So I'm within reason. And then let's do theme. This is, he is a vengeance paladin. I thought about doing this initially, the Celestial Crusader. Made sense. Maybe I'll keep it and then just add some elements of black as, where'd it go? Knights of Noir. Just simply because he is a vengeance paladin seeking, the extinction of all evil. I feel like he deserves some black in his outfit. Probably these boots because they don't look that good. Now, I know that this is like a black paint, but to me, if it's going to be black, it's got to be dark. Simple as that. Now to keep the color scheme the same, put it on the buckle and on the bottom of his boot. That I'm going to make black because it just looks silly. No, give me black. There we go. Aha. There we go. Do I make these black? How do they look? I can. No, I can't. But I'll make his gloves black. Not too bad. Let's go for his eyes. Let's not give him a human eye color. Let's give him uncommon. Why not? Vengeance Paladin red eyes. How about what's a good hair color for a vengeance seeking paladin? Yeah, remember he's not a fallen ASMR or Azamar. He is just a scourge ASMR, which is the ones that like have so much divine energy that they're literally glowing. So maybe like, excuse me, that was disgusting. What if we gave him like actual gold colored hair? That looks pretty awesome in my opinion. Let's go. I think they had heroic features on here at one point. Unless I just, oh, that's the one we're using. So we'll go sharp. Just to make him more narrow, more menacing. Hair, give him long hair. I feel like anytime I think of a paladin, and this is just me, but anytime I think of a paladin, they have long hair. So let's go really long and wavy. No. He actually kind of looks like Super Saiyan 3, which is, I also like Dragon Ball Z, so if you want to talk about that, I can. But let's not, okay, what's this? A long mane? There we go. A long mane of golden hair and red eyes. I would be pretty terrified if I saw this coming after me. And in fact, let's make it worse. Back items. Shield. There's a certain shield design in here that I like. Oh, that looks pretty cool. What does that look like? That's too fancy for a level 1 though, sadly. So we'll go with more of a plain shield. Maybe a little plainer than that. There we go. I'm not too much of a fancy person. That looks pretty good. And then what weapon did I say he has? A glaive, right? So let's just find a glaive, give it to him, and we can call it a day. There we go. Oops, that's on the side. Nailed it. Hands. Glaive, both hands. Let's give him a cool pose. Now I know the other day when I talked about it on the stream, I said Hero Forge's poses are kind of lackluster to me, and I stand by that. However, usually if you have like a two-handed weapon and it comes out like this, it's not so bad. It's probably the better one that they have. I don't like the color. Okay, actually I have an idea. Because for these straps, I'm not liking them, but if I invert the colors, there we go. Now it fits better, and I like the look of that. There we go. There is Colborn, our vengeance-seeking Scourge ASMR Paladin. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot. Download. I love Hero Forge. I would be, once I get big enough, they wanted to sponsor me, I'd be all for it. So I'm not there now, but yeah, I love using Hero Forge. It's great. Also D&D Beyond. Again, they're not sponsoring me yet. They want to. I'm not gonna say no, but they are. I love using them. They make it's so much of my like. If I'm bored and I don't really have anything to do, go here. What is this? Okay, whatever. I have this thing called Beyond 20 that's installed because I'm playing in a campaign currently that's on roll 20, and so we use Beyond 20 to help make it easy for your D&D Beyond to get transferred over to uh, roll 20. Now, if we can just look at this, this is my Vengeance Paladin with an armor class of 11, an initiative of 1, and a charisma of 15. Oh, Lord help me. So even if I equip my chainmail, oh, actually, you know what? That's not too bad. The chainmail is 16, which is usually what I get average when I play a monk. And then if I put my shield and get some kind of secondary weapon or talk the DM into allowing me to use the glaive and shield at the same time, my AC is 18, and that's pretty nice. But thank you guys for joining me on this voyage, and I look forward to howling with you again next time.